I'm 23 years old. I was diagnosed with depression at the age of 20, and I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at the age of 22. I was first taken to the doctor regarding depression when I was 15. The doctor said that they believed I had depression. At the time, it wasn't treated with medication. I was put on an exercise regime to help release endorphins and make me feel happier and things like that, because I said that medication wasn't an option, basically. I was first put on sertraline when I was 21, and I took that for just under a year. In November of last year, I first went to my psychiatrist after my counsellor and I really fighting to get me seen by someone else, because we believed that there was something more and that the depression, it wasn't the end of it, basically. There was still something else there was still something not right. And I had heard of bipolar. My other half at the time spoke to me about bipolar and said, you know, do you think you might be? I spoke to my counsellor about it, and my counsellor said that she'd had suspicions purely because of the difference that she saw in me from week to week when I went into her. Some weeks I was really, really low, some weeks I was completely buzzing and, you know, really, really happy. And she said to me that she thought, you know, maybe speaking to the doctor and seeing if there was some more information I could get and things like that. My doctors, I basically had to sort of nag them for ages to get a referral to someone more. They didn't see why I wanted to be referred. As far as they were concerned, they had me on medication. I said to them, you know, I don't just want to be coming back every month after month being given medication when I'm still not feeling good, that medication being put up. Sertraline's given out in increments of 50 milligrams. So I started on 50 milligrams and 200 milligrams is the maximum. And it got to a point where I was on 150 milligrams for months. And I said to them, you know, what do I do now? What, I go on to the maximum dose and still don't feel good, and then what? So I said to them, you know, there's something not right. I don't feel good about this. I think there's something more that's not being seen. I want to see a psychiatrist. So I had to go on a waiting list, and I saw my psychiatrist at the end of last year, and he basically within our first session, you know, picked up that I needed mood stabilisers, that there was clearly something there, and it wasn't just the depression. So my first appointment with him, he took me off sertraline straight away. He put me on citalopram and quetiapine, which is also known as Seroquel, and I remained on that for the last year until today. I've started Prozac today, which I've done a video update of. I've already posted. I'm re-recording this because I recorded it at about 3 o'clock this morning. I just wanted to make it a bit more concise. So basically, the reason I asked to be taken off of citalopram and quetiapine was because of excessive weight gain. As a result of the quetiapine, I've actually gained over 4 stone in the year that I was on it. I think it was unnoticeable because I'd always been sort of a size 14, 16, always. And I'd actually lost weight last summer. My older brother was getting married, so I'd actually lost weight for that and to go on holiday. So I was at my slimmest, really, when I was put on the medication. I was aware that there was a possibility of weight gain, but like I said, I didn't really notice it, being obviously bigger anyway. The weight sort of crept on to begin with, and by the summer when I went home, I'd gained 2.5 stone, and now 7 weeks into my term at university, I have now gained over 4 stone. So within the last 2-3 months, I've gained another 2 stone. So that in itself has been very hard to deal with. Complete lack of confidence, not wanting to leave the house, not wanting to go to my university lessons. I'm in my final year of university now. I've been missing lessons, I've been missing lectures, I've not wanted to leave the house, I've not seen my friends. Today's actually the first day in weeks that I've straightened my hair and put any makeup on. So it's not been the best situation of late. I went to a hospital appointment on Wednesday, it's now Saturday, and that was when my medication was changed. So I've slowly been coming off of citalopram and quetiapine the last 3 days. Yesterday and last night I was on no medication whatsoever. The doctor didn't really warn me that I would feel not very well, but yesterday I was having stomach pains, I was feeling very sick, I was feeling shaky, I was having really bad hot and cold flushes, and generally just really not feeling very well. I was very emotional. I was crying a lot, I was having mood swings, you know, it was really unexpected. I thought I would be okay, I thought there would be enough medication in my system. On the plus side, I was feeling very awake. I haven't been getting much sleep because the quetiapine actually makes you feel very tired. So since not taking that, I've actually not been getting tired. I've been wide awake. I was awake until 6 AM this morning and I was up at 10, so I got 4 hours sleep, and I also got 4 hours sleep the night before. So I've not had the best sleep. I've still been waking up feeling wide awake and feeling very with it, which is something I wasn't used to. So I'm actually realising now the extent of the sedating effects that the medication I was on was having on me, which I didn't realise at the time. I was very lethargic. This is probably partly, you know, this is part of the reason why I'd gained so much weight. I mean, it increases your appetite, I think. I know it makes you crave carbs and things, I've been told, and I've been warned, so I tried to be careful of that. But I think the tiredness of it made me lethargic, made me do less exercise, made me want to go out less and do less things. So I think that in itself, you know, I'm not blaming the medication for putting the weight on, but I think the medication, the effect of that caused the weight gain. I think you don't realise the way doing daily tasks obviously helps control your weight, and eating at the right times and eating the right food contribute to being healthy in general. I think that's very easy to miss. I've probably forgotten things, so I'll undoubtedly mention those at some point in the course of this channel. But yeah, basically, so that's my backstory. I've got an introduction vlog, which I look awful because that again was filmed at 3 o'clock this morning after no sleep and no hair and makeup and etc. So I apologise for the way I look in that, but I just didn't really want to re-record it. I think it in itself shows how I was feeling last night and this morning, and I think if I re-record every video that I don't look great in or where I ramble a bit, I think I would be hiding the way that it affects you, because sometimes it's just saying exactly what you think and just being exactly how you feel, so not doing your hair, not doing your makeup, I think that is part of this, it's part of the illness. So I'm not going to dress up especially to make vlogs, I'm not going to be happy and chirpy if I don't feel happy and chirpy, I'm going to explain that I don't feel it. So the whole point of this is to be true to the illness, to be true to myself and to give a true portrayal of what's going on. My main aim is to help people who are in situations like I was in a couple of years ago before I was diagnosed, and to help people who don't feel like they have someone to talk to, or they don't know someone with the illness and they feel like they're on their own and they don't understand it, or even for family members thinking about it, because I know my close people around me found it very difficult to understand to begin with. So yeah, that's basically it. And if this topic is something that means something to you, is something you're interested in, you know, strikes a chord, then please keep watching to see what's going to develop. And you know I'm insignificant to your life, but my story might not be. So I hope this process might make a difference to somebody. And that's about it. I'm going to make another update tomorrow on the effect of the sleeping tablets that I've been given, which I mentioned in my other video, the Prozac update. So yeah, that's it for this video, but I'll make another update tomorrow. So take care, bye.